Alright, welcome back everybody to CTI's Demon Tony's channel for more Psgl F2 action on this Monday evening. We have a stellar field tonight of 9 cars, and everyone will get points apparently. I am joined in a booth once again, after a few weeks off, by Simo. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Yeah, doing very well, thank you. Good to be back. Yeah, we say everyone will get points. Everyone that finishes will get points.
Yes, that is correct. Everyone who finishes 90% of the race, to be even more exact.
You at least have to suck it up and go with it if you want to get some points. So.
I mean, to be fair, with only 9 cars on the track, and USA is a decent-sized track, if they string out a little bit, everyone should finish. But, you know, as spectators, we want to see the tough racing and nice overtakes and everything, so hopefully they don't string out too far.
Yeah, I mean, I would say over the season F2 is renowned for good, close, clean driving, so I expect that we'll see plenty of that tonight.
And they usually start with the single
That
file
wasn't
stuff
too.
and then pick it up a bit.
Yeah.
But F2 has 4 people who could still win the championship. We have Jaketex leading with 94, Poe in second with 67, and Rafa and Paco are tied for third with 64. So for Poe, Rafa, and Paco to stay in it, they all need to win tonight, pretty much. And Jaketex just needs to finish 5th to clinch it no matter
Yeah,
what.
that's about the deal, isn't it? So it's if Jay doesn't finish, then it's going to be whichever of those three wins the race. And I guess if it's not one of those three, then it's pretty much over anyway, isn't it? So.
Yeah. But, yeah. So Jaketex really just has to be a midfield runner tonight with 9 cars to win the championship.
Yeah.
Ooh, he has a nice red, white, and blue helmet on for the USA race. I don't know if it's special for tonight or if it's normal. The Ferrari
There
gets
is.
out of his
That's
way.
very American.
Yeah. I mean, it could be British as well, too, since you guys are also red, white, and blue.
Yeah, we're not quite so over the top with it usually. It's only Jensen Button that had that Union Jack helmet, wasn't it? But
Yeah.
you guys are prouder.
I wouldn't say prouder. We're more offended by each other or something.
Yeah, you kick us out and celebrate it every year now, don't you? So.
Yeah. Trying to figure out who's coming to the line first. Could be Poe. Yeah, Poe's coming up to the final corner now. So I'll go on board with Poe as he starts his qualifying lap. Strange turn 1 here in USA. Uphill and a hairpin.
Yeah, it's hard track to spot your apex on. On the game anyway, because obviously the camera doesn't tilt like a driver's head would do. So
Yeah.
as you get towards where you need to start turning in, you do lose sight of the apex on this, so it can be tricky to find where you're meant to be going.
Yep, from 9 drivers, I invited 14, and 9 showed up, so that's on them. Oh no, Poe! Poe loses the back end, and that would be a lap over and a new wing introduced when he reaches the pits. Go on board with Jaketex. Oh, he's backed out of his lap. Alright, Nick's on the lap, I believe. He's gonna get the DRS and slipstream off of Jay as Jay gets out of the way.
Yeah, I think they'll let us go in a car. We'll commentate while we drive.
Oh, well, I wouldn't see much, but yeah. I could commentate as everybody laps me.
They did that in FP once. They had QPR Beasts in the commentators' chat during qualifying. So he took us round a lap of the track while he was qualifying.
Actually, that's a cool idea for like future seasons and stuff. Here comes Nick to the line with a 131.2. I believe Amir will be next. Oh no, there's somebody in front of him. It's a Force India. Is that Ali?
Kicking Nick.
31.5. I think Ali's on
That's
an
all
out
he's
lap.
taking the.
Or he's in an in lap.
Come back in. Took the IndyCar line there, didn't he?
Yeah. I heard that in the F1 chat they announced that if anyone took the IndyCar line excessively tonight, they'd be penalized just like Britain. I mean, we are not in IndyCars, so I see that being fair.
No, that's the Frome line, yeah.
The Frome line. Yeah, he liked my pun last night. Chicken got a penalty late in a race and lost the podium because of it, and like he fromed himself off the podium.
Oh, yeah.
Chicken had such a great race, and his tires were dead at the end.
Yeah, I feel like I want to go with a bit of a humble brag from last night's efforts, and I didn't get a single warning around here, so I was proud with that one. It wasn't the quickest drive, but it was a solid fourth, and wins the cleanest driver. I think that's the way to do it.
Well, look at Blue Mosquito last night. He had no penalties all race. He crossed the line in fourth and finished second, so it helps you out.
To do it, yeah.
And shockingly, everyone knows I get penalties few and far between. I actually had 2 at USA on Saturday.
Wow.
All in the S's. But Raf was.
You're on the pad though, aren't you?
Yeah, the S's are hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Once you lose the rhythm going in there.
Yeah. Everyone is
especially on the pad, you're going to struggle to get it. Yeah.
Yep.
Oops, that's an interesting pit entry from Rafa. He's completely missed that. So.
Yeah, when we play pro clubs later, ask Grumpy about that from last night. He hit that wall.
I think most of us bit it at some point, getting a bit too eager on the pit entry.
Yeah. Actually, it's worse for the people that have broken wings, because you need to make that corner and the car just don't want to turn. The guy's out on the softs here.
Yeah, I think Gamer Paco set one on the softs. It's interesting because it's such a small grid. It's an interesting one for tyre choice.
Yeah, because everybody's going to be starting on what they start on anyway. Nobody's getting fresh tires tonight.
And you're not getting penalised excessively if you just go and do a gentle lap on the softs, because you're starting in ninth, whatever.
Yeah.
That might be about all that's interesting from this race, but we'll see how it goes. Might get to see some great action.
Imagine the smallest field of the season, you get like a 5-car battle for the win. Big crash at the end, the guy in 6th wins. I was actually watching an iRacing event, and there was like a 10-car pack coming to the line, and they all crashed. And then there were 2 more that came through, and the guy went to pass for the win, and the guy in front blocked them, put them both in the wall, and the guy in 13th won the race. Oh, Poe. That's how you keep the title hopes alive. You put the car on pole. Poe on Poe.
Yep.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Jacket text showing why he's first place in the points. Oh, Ali's on very little fuel and no battery, so I assume Ali's coming into the pits here. That is correct.
Jay's going very, very gently. I imagine he doesn't want to overdo those softs.
Yeah. I mean, a no-brainer here is ultras to softs or supers to softs. But in that F6 race the other night, the guy that won went ultras to supers, and he made it work. So who knows?
That's some fantastic tyre wear.
Yeah. And I know Jay watches the F6 streams, and I know he was watching the F4 stream yesterday too, so he's gotten some tire info while watching. And let's see what he does tonight. Judging by how soft he's going on this in-lap, he might be going for the ultras to supers idea.
Lemire's about to cross the line.
Second.
Second.
Not a bad lap.
No, that's it. I think Rafa is also on a lap.
Oh. Ali and Amira with a little miscommunication are going to turn one. Who's had it right away, I guess.
I think Kig Mixon is going to be next to cross the line by the look of it.
Alright.
And this is another one of those days where I wish I'd learned at least roughly what the turn numbers are. So I don't think any of these have names, do they?
No. If they did, you'd at least be able to pronounce them.
Yeah. Oh no, Rafa's going to come in the pits.
And Mick just went
I guess he was just getting a...
I think. Nick is on an out lap, I believe. Starting one now, so we'll go on board with Nick. Yeah, the only thing I know about the USA track here is turn 19 is the one that everyone keeps going wide on.
Yeah.
Oh, that might be invalid for Nick. We'll see.
Already 50. Yes, it is invalid.
It doesn't even open up the DRS, so he's backing out of that one.
So I've been keeping an eye on Ollie. He's going through the S's. He's on super softs. Or is he? Check fitted? No, he's on ultra softs.
Yeah, Ali's on ultras.
He did his best lap on. No. The game's telling me to. I suppose he hasn't done the lap, so his previous one was on ultras.
Ah.
But he went. Or something. Anyway, he's on ultras now. And he's had a very good first sector. Jamie's wondering whether he should jump in for entertainment reasons.
I don't know if they'd appreciate that. We should throw some CPU cars out there. Oh, bit wide there from Ali, and he's into the pits. Was going to be a good lap too, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Bugatti's coming through the hairpin.
Feels like your next one. Massive rip for the grid if I actually did.
Oh, to be fair, Jamie, if you could keep up with them, because I know I can't. They're only 4 divisions higher than us. Although the pole time and race time in F6 was faster than F4 yesterday, so Oh, Bugatti into the pits. So, well, that's as close as
They're
you
all
get
just
to
going
losing
out.
your wheel.
They're all just going out and giving us a tease, aren't they?
Yeah. Jay's on a really soft outlap, I think. Here comes Rafa around the final corner. He'll be starting a lap while everybody else is in the pits. Kind of curious. Lewis is not here this week to tell us the weather for the race. Every race that Ali has hosted the lobby for has rained this season.
Yeah. I mean, at a guess, I would say it's probably not raining because you've got some guys that are going out on super softs. Unless maybe it's raining halfway through, in which case it's will the ultra soft last you to the rain. But they'll probably be disappointingly dry.
To be fair, in real life, it doesn't rain that often in Texas this time of year that the
No.
race would be. It like now would be the time where it rains in Texas. So. But, Codemasters doesn't use logic with this game.
No.
There comes Rafa to the line. 31 flats. Oh, Jay,
Right behind him,
Jesus.
Jay, 29.
Yep, ease your way back around on O. Save those tires. Paco just started a lap.
It's like always about to start the lap. In fact, it looks like it's getting a bit congested through the S's.
Yeah. Couple alternate routes there to get out of the way for a couple of the guys.
Yeah.
Yep, Jay's happy with that lap, and he's saving those tires.
Has he retired on track? I hope that doesn't affect things.
I assume he retired on track. Because there was no way he made it all the way back to the pits yet.
No. Just keep an eye out for his car. Hopefully it's not on the track.
Oh, Poe gets out of the way for Paco.
Well, Amir really went for it around the S's.
Paco will go 5th. Oh, that sun is blinding. Actually, to be fair, Jamie, Monaco never happened for F2.
Yeah, that's true.
And there was only 2 finishers because they all crashed on purpose, knowing that the race was canceled. Although, to be fair, most of these guys here are decent in the rain. I mean, Jay usually does well in rain. Ali's alright in the rain if it's not Monza.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ali.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
I've had good races in the rain, I've had bad races in the rain. Japan, in fact, both times.
Yes. Well, you get redemption next week.
Yeah, there's
Or this
definitely chance for redemption and a a chance for a constructors title. I think us and Renault are level on points going into the race. They've got more wins.
Oh, so you got to outscore him.
So we got to outscore them.
Poe to third. King Mick really cuts that final corner. He'll be starting sixth. Nick to the line. I think he went sixth. Yes, he does. It doesn't appear that anybody in the chat is complaining about Jay retiring on track. All I see is a great lap, Jay. So, indeed, a great lap from
Good
Jay.
stuff.
4/10 over Ali. Poe in third. Amir in fourth. Paco in fifth. Nick in sixth. Mick in seventh. Nick and Mick. Rafa in eighth, and Bugatti will start last on the softs. And nobody gets fresh tires because reasons.
No.
Oh, Bugatti must have invalidated his last run.
On those times, I think it's as ever. Jay's going to be the favourite there. Game of Paco on the super softs might have been looking dangerous, but I think his time was a bit too far off. I think the game reckons the delta's about 7/10.
Yeah.
He was a second behind.
Yeah, but it's all about how fresh the tires are at the end too. So.
Yeah, and of course, like I said, it's a turn one that's prime for a dive bomb.
Yeah. Hopefully nobody's desynced with each other here, because last night at F4, the guy that was on pole desynced, and everyone like crashed into him and went under him and over him, and it was weird.
Oh yeah, we had a bit of that last night as well. We had Schweb had a bit of desync, so that threw us all off a little bit around the first corner, but we all got through.
Yeah, I saw he won. 9 cars on the
Yeah,
grid.
very fast.
Lap. I was gonna say let's see what tires are on, but we already know what tires are on. But Bugatti's been disqualified already. Okay. Does the formation lap register any tire wear on the car?
I'm not sure. You think it should, wouldn't you? It definitely does something with the warm up though. If you don't get your tyres warmed up, you do struggle.
Yeah.
I know about actual tyre wear. I reckon things like the fuel and the ERS don't count. But
Yeah, the ERS just recharges when you get back.
Yeah, I always stick mine in none anyway.
I always forget.
Just in case.
Hell, I even forget in the start of the race. We'll be on lap 3, and he's like, your ERS is low. I'm like, what? Like, oops, still on 5. Even on the formation lap, they're all in the ERS range of each other.
It's definitely a thing. Everyone's keeping it close on the formation lap, don't they?
Yeah, but God, they all lonely, waiting for everybody. All right. Nine cars, 28 laps, 5 red lights. No red lights. And away we go. Ferrari's the only team with 2 cars in this race. Ferrari down the inside of Ali. Up into third goes Mir.
You got to have a look on the outside of Nick, but I think might be going there now. I think Bugatti might be struggling with some tyre temperature because he didn't do the formation lap.
Yep. And he's on the softs as well too, so.
Yeah.
I can imagine the Bugatti will be the fastest car at the end of the race because he could take the softs to the ultras stage.
And as we thought, it's all yeah, definitely struggling with tyre temps because he's weaving on the straight to get something in them. So the soft's not working for Bugatti at the minute.
Right, Rafa taking a look on Nick, and
Yeah,
nope.
Nick's just got past him at the end of the straight there.
So as they complete lap 1, Jay will have the fastest lap, obviously.
Good, nice and clean, good to see. That's what we come to expect from these guys. You have to wait for the action.
That's how it should be. F2 has some of the most experience in the league. Some of the guys have been in the league longer than the F1 guys. And they're all looking for that coveted F1 seat. Which Jacotex looks like he's primed to take.
Yes, I would imagine so.
But we also have the factor of... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I imagine you're saying the same thing, but this is the last season on F1 2018, so there's going to be a bit of a pause between games.
Yep. So I say the factor of the new game.
On the new game.
Yep. Hopefully I could find about 4 seconds. I won't.
And I'm going to make excuses, but I definitely don't feel as quick on this game as I have done on previous ones. But it could be a combination of things. Cars, lack of time to practice, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Personally, commentating over you for 3 seasons-ish, you were definitely faster on the 2017 game.
Yeah.
Although you also had more time to practice because less kids running around.
Yeah.
But, family does come first, and, this is, in the end, it's just a video game to hang out with buddies, so.
It is. It is, absolutely. It's one of those, you can't quite believe everyone gets so stressed and shouty about it at some points, don't you? You think, guys, we're all just playing a game. None of us making esports, so there's no money in it for us, so let's just enjoy it. I mean, Blizzard might make esports if you wanted to, but...
Yeah, I was just going to say, Blizzard might. But I don't think he wants to put that much effort into the game.
No.
I'm actually curious how much effort he actually does put into the game, because he looks like he does it pretty easily.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll steal his setups for time trials and stuff, and I'm like 5 seconds off of him no matter what track.
Yeah, sometimes it's a bit finding your level, isn't it? You can pick up the fastest guy's time trial setup and you just can't drive it. It's just a setup above your ability, so sometimes it's easier to pick up a slower setup.
Yeah.
Oh, King Mick's gone very wide at 19.
Oh, Blue's put 2 positions for his troubles there. Maybe 3. He's wide again.
Yeah.
Now that we're on lap 4, I think Bugatti's tires should be heated up by now, so he might start marching forward.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like he can get it through the S's much nicer now.
Yeah, he's definitely not hesitating anymore.
Just having a look a bit further up the grid. Gamer Paco on the Supers hasn't really made any progress yet, so it's hanging in there though. He's going to hope those ultras on the cars in front start dropping off.
Oh, Poe's catching up on Jay pretty quickly now. I don't expect Jay to actually fight this position or fight to keep it because he knows he only needs fifth. So it's pretty much what today is let everybody do their race and Jay's gonna do his race and
Yep.
the title should be his if he keeps it clean.
Sometimes pride does just get to you, doesn't it? But
Yep.
you want that win. You want every win.
Yeah,
He didn't come here to finish fifth, did he? So we'll see what he does.
That's true. Sometimes the big picture gets blinded by what's in front of you.
Yeah. Yeah,
Jay,
just in a minute, Poe's looking a lot faster on the track.
yeah, he is. And he's gonna be making a move here in a hairpin. Oops. Jay
Now, is
with
that
a
a corner too
switchback.
early? Oh no, he's going to get the DRS.
Yeah.
And Jay is definitely not fighting it because he's not got his DRS on. So.
Oh, the guy's gotten by Mick.
Just going to go. And I said that before, Packer was close up to a gear as well.
Yeah. Amir's pitting early. Might be doing a two-stop. We'll see what tires he takes in a second. It is softs. They might be able to make it from there.
It's a long way. I know Mr. P struggled to take them around, probably even less than this actually, last night. So, especially if he's burnt through a set of ultras that quickly, he's going to struggle to take the softs. Have to drive very gently.
Yeah. Or maybe just going for undercutting everybody. Who knows? Well, Poe's almost out of DRS range.
Gabe was getting very close to Ollie, and Rafa just starting to reel Nick back in after that earlier overtake. Those ultra softs just dropping off now.
Rafa with the DRS, but he'll back it off going into the hairpin.
Just got to be a bit careful going through these F's now because you will have a lot more grip than the guy in front of you.
Yeah, plus the dirty
Yeah,
air.
takes it easy. Rafa not quite so easy, he's right up behind Nick.
Rafa might get Nick here since he has the DRS. And Paco's got
Yeah.
DRS on Ollie. Oh. Nick with a switchback.
Nice effort from Nick. I don't think he's going to make it quite stick, but good effort. And hold in there. Right, so our two leaders of pit. Ollie and Nick have stayed out.
Yellow in sector 3.
The other flag in sector 3 is
Oh,
King Mick
King
has gone
Mick.
round.
Oh, lucky for him, he's right next to the pits.
Yeah, so he's finally had it. Whoa, those have overheated a lot.
So Paco inherits the lead.
Ryan is racking up the penalties.
It's Froome in disguise.
I think it might be.
You never see
I
Nick
thought we
make
had
that many.
someone. No, do we have anyone on stream watching it who knows how many penalties it needs to get disqualified?
Actually, that is not the answer because there was a guy in F6 that had 32 seconds and he was still on the track.
Wow.
And he finished 2/10 in front of me.
I've heard it's a lot of penalties that you need.
Yeah, I hear there's a certain viewer of ours that really enjoys the streams. He collects penalties like people collect baseball cards or bottle caps or anything like that. Bugatti's now up to 5th after the pit exchanges.
Yeah. That's what the demonstration of how bad the ultra softs are now. He's caught right up to Nick. He was at one point a lot further ahead. So
Yeah. Oh, Nick.
Ollie's staying out. He's going for this. I think Ollie's trying to make the ultras to super softs work.
Well, hopefully he doesn't get a puncture, because it would be nice to see 9 cars finish with 9 cars starting.
Yeah.
Instead of 5 cars finishing with 16 cars starting. And congratulations to Ali, the first lap he's hosted this season that did not involve rain.
Oh, excellent. Well done, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he might be in trouble here from Rafa, though.
Yes, he will be. Rafa's got the
He's
DRS.
gone on for super softs.
Ooh, supers for 19 laps.
It feels a long way.
Yeah, it does.
He's done. I
Poe's
know there's
very
some
game.
quality on those, but that's still ultra softs for 8 or 9, isn't it? Sorry.
Yeah. It might be possible. Ooh, a little slide there from Bugatti. But Poe's taking a second out of Bugatti already. Bugatti is catching the guys in front of him. That's Ali in. Let's see if he does go for the supers. As the Force India pit crew comes out of the garage. And it's softs. Oh, wait.
Nope.
Supers.
Wait,
what? Make up your mind. Okay,
your
softs.
game did the same. Yeah, softs, yeah.
They changed yellow, red, yellow.
Yeah.
Gotta gets a penalty. Nick is catching up to Ali. He's on the softer and slightly warmer tires, so he should be able to get Ali no problem here until Ali's tires heat up a little.
Yeah. Nice. It does tell you what tyre they're on, doesn't it? Ollie will know that Nick is on the super softs. Yeah. Even if Nick does take it to the end, Ali will know he'll get him later on.
Yes.
Should he go for it? It's another one of these let it go and sort it out later moments.
And he indeed does let him go.
Kind of. Oh no, don't do that.
Oh no.
Straightens him up.
I think he's gonna let him go. Yeah, he let him go.
I certainly would.
Sorry, make a
Can he
little
damage his wing?
contact. Police it yourself, you know. No big deal.
There is a camera setting that I can do, so I can actually see the wing, isn't it?
Yeah. There's no damage to Ali.
Is it not?
No. Or it doesn't appear so, at least.
No.
It's weird on the Forcini, the wing is like further off to the side than most cars.
Hmm. If I'd ever done the telemetry fully, it's actually got that that information on the full data set. So you can see if any cars have got damage or what the tyre wear is. I might get that finished for F1 2019.
Ooh. And there might even be new things to look at for the new game, too.
Yeah.
Nico's very defensive there. Look where Jacotex happens to be right now. He's in that magical 5th position, and will be 4th as soon as he, or actually 3rd as soon as he passes the pits. His Bugatti will inherit the lead.
It's a shame this isn't one of those series where you get a point for leading a lap.
That'd be cool. An extra point for them. Nick has gone around. Oh, save it. Appears to be no damage. Oh, Nick. Come on. Apparently points don't mean everything to some people.
Yep. This is like the Fernando Alonso thing, wasn't it, at his last race? So he said, Fernando, we can get a point. And he says, I have 1,800 points.
Yep. I don't need any more. Now, my favorite part of that documentary was when he was walking away after the final race, and they're like, slow down so you could take pictures. And he's like, can I just walk fast? I want to be fast for once this season.
Yeah.
So Rafa and Ali and Paco and Amir are heating up as well. Ooh.
Rafa will try on the outside of turn 1, doesn't get it, nice defending from Ollie. Just trying to make himself big in Ollie's mirrors, I think, there. It's not a legitimate overtaking spot.
And somehow in the middle of this battle, Ali actually sent a message into the F2 chat.
I noticed that. They're fine efforts.
And Poe will get Bugatti, which obviously...
Rafa just gave Ollie a little tap.
Oh. Ooh. Be careful, Ali. Drag raced out into the next corner, which I don't know the number of.
Yeah.
Rafa will pick up the
Not
position.
forget to slow down nicely.
Hello, Fish. Welcome. How are you doing tonight? Ooh, Ali with a penalty.
Yeah, I think we're all just sort of spreading out a bit now, aren't we?
Yeah.
This next one I imagine will be Jay catching up to Bugatti.
Yeah. Poe's pulled out to 3 seconds. Oh, that's gonna be a warning or something for our leader. Jesus. But yeah, before the pits, Poe was 1 second ahead of Jay, and now he's 3.5. So.
Thoughts on the McLaren IndyCar? I think it looks nice. It's a nice colour scheme. I think the cigarette sponsorship on the side's a bit odd, which I think has been pointed out.
Yeah, because Indy don't care.
Well, I think it's the fact there's the health warning. It says this product, I guess it's a vape thing, but this product contains nicotine. It's a proper health warning on it. But,
Oh, apparently Amir has lagged out.
oh.
And Rafa and Ali have gotten by him.
Oh yeah, so he has.
And Ali's still typing in the chat while driving this battle. Well, not much
It
of a
is a
battle.
long straight.
Might be using the voice text thing. But Jay is catching Bugatti. And most likely will get the job done on the DRS straight here as they're coming through the S's now. I was actually surprised Alonso is driving for McLaren in Indy. I thought he was going to drive for Andretti again. Oh, Jay. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. No offense to Bugatti, but that really was no contest there. The tire
No,
difference. Plus, Bugatti knows that's not his race right now anyway. Not until he throws some
yeah,
ultras on.
absolutely. Yeah, what's the pit lane? He's going to come out six. Oh, Amir's like that, I think. So he'll come out in seventh, I would guess, when he pits. He'll be behind Ollie. Sixth then, sorry. Of course, Ollie will go up to fifth when Bugatti pits.
Yep. He's quietly having a nice race too. Started last on the softs. Got disqualified from the formation lap, so he had to start on the cold tires, but he's managed a good run so far.
Yep.
Well, it appears the sun's coming out now. And I don't know if it's in Codemaster's logic, but that should make the track a little more slippery. Ali's still typing in the chat. Hey, he's dropped 3 seconds further off of Rafa.
That's quite impressive. I suppose his next message will have popped up on his screen, I guess, but it's quite impressive being able to actually read the message and write back and actually getting an argument whilst racing.
Yeah,
That's
that's actually impressive.
a good level of, yeah, it's a good level of multi,
And
what's
here's
it?
Bugatti.
I don't
Oh,
even know
Bugatti's in a
I don't even
wall.
know the word. Oh no.
Oh, and then he
Oh no,
crashes on purpose.
that looked like it, didn't it?
What the hell is wrong with you, Bugatti?
Is he going to get...
I'm staying on him just to see. He's getting a wing change. He's getting tires. Nope, he's staying there. I love how the tire changed to a super on top of the car. But anyway, King Mick making a fabulous overtake on the ghosted car.
Good, so we're down to 6.
Well, you were right. He'd come out of the pit sixth. Well, there he is.
Yeah.
If 2 more cars DNF, Jake Tex wins the championship by default.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to worry you, but I expect that's the last of the action we've seen tonight.
Yeah.
Unless they all do a gentleman's agreement to pit for Ultrasofts and have a last 8 laps of blasting it around, but I doubt they'll do that.
Well, considering Jake Tex don't have a mic, I doubt that's a choice.
No.
Paco may catch Jay, though. He is on fresher tires.
Yeah. Jay does in fact have a gap if he wanted to. He felt so inclined he could pit, stick the Ultrasoft on and go for the fastest lap. If he'd come out 5th, he'd
Yeah.
probably overtake Ollie anyway.
And that's all he needs is 5th. Well, Paco can see Jay on the straight. They're thinking of adding a 4th qualifying session. Was it for the top 5 guys only, maybe? Or they just go 5-5-5?
Yeah. I saw the rumour, I didn't see any of the details on it. Let's see if I can bring that up.
Session only stay the same. Actually, if top 8, huh? Actually, to be fair, the last session only needs to be like 5 or 10 minutes. I mean, there's only a couple cars. Just go and do 1 lap or 2. I wish they did qualifying like NASCAR used to do, where everyone just gets 2 laps by themselves, and then fastest time gets pole.
They did used to do one-shot quali. I think people didn't like it because if it rained halfway through the session, obviously it mixed it up, which is great for the fans, but sucked a bit of you with the driver that was having to sit in the garage while it rained, and everyone else was out on the softs, on the dries.
Yeah, but you know, it happens,
It happens, yeah, absolutely.
and it could be a random draw every week, and you know.
Yeah, see, I like. I know they changed it for telly fish, but they used to have it where it was the quality session was just an hour, and you just did as many laps. Well, it was a maximum of 12 laps, including out laps and in laps on that. But then you go out whenever you fancied, set whatever times you fancied. Which I quite enjoyed. Just it was sometimes you'd get it where if the conditions were getting better and better, teams just wouldn't come out in the first half hour of qualifying.
Yeah.
But it gave it some great moments. That was the 1997 European Grand Prix. I think it was European to end the season. When Villeneuve, Schumacher and Frentzen all set exactly the same time.
Oh, wow.
That was some session.
Now, going back to that iRacing thing that I was talking about earlier, they had a race the other night where 3 guys, like 7th, 8th, and 9th, all did the same exact lap time of qualifying. It's kind of weird. You could, rare seeing it like 2 cars doing it, but 3 cars.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with Fish there, though. I think he does. I think the system works quite nicely.
That's true too, because if you get like one of the top guys that gets eliminated because they had a bad lap, it gives somebody else a chance to go up and.
Yeah. It's nice that they're actually trialing the things out, though, rather than that, because that's the elimination qualifying, which sounds a great idea until you realise it just doesn't work the way F1 works.
Yeah.
It was all about a guy sets a lap and then you have a chance to respond to it. But it didn't work like that. It was just, did you happen to be out on track at the right time? It was rubbish.
Ooh. We are, we're getting close here to a 3-car battle for the lead.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. First car to set the time comes first. I think that rule still stands. Like if it happens these days, 2 cars came across the line at the same time, it'd be the guy that set it first that gets it.
I'm still waiting for the day that there's a photo finish where it's actually 0.000 coming across the line. That's when they have to write a new rule. How do you break that? Coin toss?
Well, I think the thing with these of the timing systems and the transponders they've got, they could probably go to more detail than thousandths of a second, but I think thousandths is, well, it is. It's nearly more than often enough.
Yeah. Now let's check the battery situation here. Paco's 80%, Jay's 30%, and Poe's around 30%, 20%. So, Paco.
Oh, and the penalty situation. Do we want to go over the penalty situation?
If you would like to.
Or should we leave it a mystery? Well, I never know whether people like it being left a mystery or not.
Yeah, I'm not the type of person that whines over spoilers or anything, so.
Yeah. That's a very good question, Fish. Spending a lot of time on Google this race. Where is the F1 transponder in the car?
I would imagine the nose because of the effect of the, that will go across the line first. It might be the antenna itself. Could be the radio and the. Hell, with how expensive the steering wheels are, it might be in a steering wheel.
Well, that article doesn't tell me. That just says each car has a transponder unit fitted to it. Well, that's great. I want to know where. Oh, maybe this which will help. Transponder locations. Okay, so they have 3.
Oh.
There is a transponder on essentially across the front axle. and there is one either side of the driver's headrest.
Okay.
Now, presumably they know which signal crosses which timing loop at any one time, so if one of those systems happens to go down, they'll know to be able to adjust the cars. That'd be an interesting problem, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And it's alright, Nick. I was just disappointed. I thought we were going to get a race where all 9 people finished. And we're only going to get 6 again. Since that week, Fish predicted 6 finishers. Every race has had 6 finishers. But Paco has caught Jay, and Jay is catching Poe. So this might get interesting here.
It might well do, yeah. Just look at this graphic. I'm wondering, because it's got pictures of the camera locations as well. And it's got like 6 or 7 options. Obviously, they don't have that many cameras on them on the car, so maybe you can put your transponder in any one of the 3 positions. But hey, the more you know.
See? A race with few cars and it turns into a learning session for everybody, so that works out.
Yeah.
Paco slipstream, DRS, overtake mode. That's a done deal. Into second goes Paco. Actually, Jay's doing what Paco was doing earlier. He's in 0 ERS, saving up for the last bit, too.
Right, so in fact, the more you learn, there is in fact a diagram on this website that I'm looking at. And it's not of a lady, it's of a car with a transponder underneath the car, level with the front axles. It's very specific about where it has to be. But that is the primary transponder, so that's the one that the main one records at. So it's across the front axle. Now, what's going on in this race?
We have Paco within 1 second of Poe. And
We do.
Jay is staying in DRS range of Paco, so Paco is pulling Jay along.
Anything else anyone would like me to Google? How Paul Rudd is 50? That's a good one.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Paul Rudd, the actor.
Oh, yeah.
He looks like he's 21 and always looks like it. He's 50.
Wow.
I imagine that Jim Betrayer looks exactly the same as that.
Yes. Good old Betrayer.
Yeah.
That was my favorite moment from last season, that podium interview when he won Canada. Sounded like a kid in the candy store. Paco might be putting Poe under attack. Remember, if Jay doesn't finish fifth, Poe needs to win the race, so... And Mick has DNF'd.
Exactly.
And with Amir being ghosted, Jaketex is your champion. Congratulations, Jay. You have to complete one more lap to win the championship.
Yeah, so you have to finish this lap and one more. This is lap 25, isn't it? You have to finish 26. Yeah.
F1 2006 on PS3. I only played the NASCAR games back then.
Wow. 2006, I would have been in university. Just finishing my university then.
Oh, GT Prologue. I had that. That was fun. I believe the Prologue had Texas and Daytona on it, which was weird because they don't put many oval tracks on the GT. Oh, I know you. I know you meant with betrayer. Ooh. Will Paco get by Poe here on the DRS straight? Don't know what you're talking about, Martin. There is nobody from F1 in this stream.
Yeah.
And Paco blows by Poe. But Poe's hanging tough. Oh. So, by what Martin just said, it sounds like Maxi's last race in Psgl sounded to be a bad one. As they come around to complete lap 26, Jake Katex is officially now your champion.
And well done to JS. It's looking like we're going to have quite a close title fight at one stage, but he's just kept the consistency. Lots of pace, got through some of the carnage that we've seen.
Yeah. Who knows what happened if QPRB stayed? I know he left for school reasons.
Yeah.
Cherry 2 Pie left. He was up at the top of the standings as well when he left.
Yeah, KLC as well, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, KLC. But, you know, it shows that consistency wins championships because Jake Atex last week, I believe, was the first race he won all season. So, you know, actually, last season F4, Grumpy and Hulkenberger had no wins for the longest, and Hulk won 2 at the end to win the title.
Yeah.
So you don't always have to win the championship. You just got to put the car up front, keep it clean.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, in F6...
Maybe one season, my game will happen, but...
Oh, yeah. In F6, we have one race left, but, you know, I think I still have a chance to outscore my teammate by 108 points to win the title. So,
yeah.
You never know.
I like your chances.
I do too. I like our chances for the constructors, though. We're only 5 points off, and I'm excited for that.
Have you really added to the team? That's the important thing.
I've added 19 points to the team.
Excellent. See, without your contribution, you wouldn't even be within the shout.
Yes. Bran has done 90% of the work, and I appreciate it. I hope he wins the driver's title this week. He has finished 9th, I think, to win the title. So, just keep it clean, Bran. I'll do my best to finish higher than 10th.
I can't remember quite what the situation is in F5 now, actually, but I know with White Fountain not being there last night, Jack has still got a chance.
Oh God, imagine if he wins that championship, we'll never hear the end of it. I couldn't race for 2 races because my account was banned and I still won the championship. Sounds like Jay's out of fuel.
Isn't it? Yeah. I think he's flashing red.
So is Paco.
Quite low on it.
Paco's coming to the line. He will cross the line in first, but with penalties, who knows what's going to happen. Poe will get second. Jay will get third.
Yep.
That was very anticlimactic.
Apparently, well, I knew what the penalties were, so it's, yeah, Paco had none, Poe had 6 by the end. Oh, what's happened? Oh, wait a minute. What's Rafa done? He just smashed that in the wall?
Yeah, he did it on purpose, but he was across the line already, so...
Oh, he's finished. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, his tire came off, but his car went across the line and it registered, so at least the game's not that stupid.
Oh, that's...
And Ali will come home in fifth with his first host of the season that involved dry weather. So good job,
Did
Ali.
you see that one in was it AOR when the guy crashed at the line in Singapore? So I think he did the he'd retired because he crashed just short of the line,
Yeah.
but then the car slid over it,
Oh yeah, and they gave him the win because the car
and
physically went over.
yeah,
Oh, it looked like he wanted to hit Rafa's car, and the computer took him out of the way.
yeah, that was a shame.
That would have been funny. So what we learned today is in F2, no matter how many cars start the race, 6 will finish.
5 finishes today, wasn't it?
That was 6. Oh yeah, 5. Yeah, my bad.
Okay.
Because Amir was DC. English. Paco, try that again. Only car without a penalty and wins the race. So well done to Paco. Poe in second,
Yeah.
whose
Podium
title
running.
chances comes up just short. Paco was one of the other guys that needed to win, but with Jay finishing higher than fifth, it is all over. So congratulations to Jay. Rafa in fourth, Ali in fifth, and that's all your point scorers this evening. So we'll get Paco and Poe in here, I guess. Jay don't have a mic. Oops. There's Poe and Paco. Pull up the driver standings here. I guess there'll be no podium interviews today.
Which is a shame because we do have a champion crowned, but
Well, Jay doesn't have a mic anyway, so even. I mean,
yeah, yeah,
oh, that would be a funny interview. Jay in a party and him typing to us and we're reading it.
yeah. Get
But
like a text to speech thing going on.
yeah, but yeah, congratulations to the podium tonight, and congratulations to Jay for becoming this season's F2 champion. That should guarantee him a spot into F1 next season, depending on paces on the new game and everything. So much deserved to Jay. Very consistent season. That ended up being his 8th podium this season. So 8 out of 13 so far is not bad. Or out of 12 because they didn't do Monaco. But
Yeah,
well done to all finishers tonight and the podium, and Jay for the championship. And that will be me and Simo for this evening. We'll be back next Monday night at 8 p.m. for the finale in Japan. Hopefully, people show up for that one. Now that everything's been decided.
yeah. Be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, we're not
If
looking at
not, we
4
should just
cars.
round up some. Yeah, we should just round up some panhandlers just to rock up and do the Monday night race.
We'll just do a 5-lap lobby.
Yeah.
But anyway, everybody have fun, stay safe. See you next week.